Greetings, magical souls. I am here today to unbox the beautiful new Oracle of the Fairies. And something interesting has been happening for me this past 2 weeks. As all of you know, I've been always very, very connected to the dragons. But aside from that, since I was around probably my early 20s, I started experimenting with putting purple stripes and things in my hair, which was a long time ago, about 30 years now. So I've always had this thing where I have never really, I've always felt like I wasn't quite me when I've had sort of normal hair. And what I mean by normal hair is that it hasn't had any sort of purple, pink, blue, whatever it is in it. Most of the time it's been purple because, as a lot of you know, purple is my favorite color. But I've had other colors in it too. So the past 2 weeks have been very interesting because I feel like as I walk this path more, that my true self is just being revealed and revealed and revealed. And I honestly feel like the fairy, let's call it the fairy element of me, is actually starting to come a bit more online. And it fascinates me because I've had experiences in quantum hypnosis on more than one occasion where I've been some kind of elemental working within other realms of on this earthly plane that we maybe just can't, that are maybe in a different frequency. And I'm working with crystals and all sorts of things, but I've always got wings and I've always got strange hair and things like that. So I find it very interesting because I do feel like these things are part of me. And of course, the I'm very connected to the elemental realm, and so that's not just the dragons. The dragon energy I definitely feel is probably one of the most potent parts of me, but there's always been this fairy thing which has come out in my hair. I love sparkly makeup and that. I mean, I don't really wear makeup to change what I look like, but I love the color and the more sparkles and the more like it just the more bling and the more glitter and that kind of thing, the happier I am. And I love the color. And for me, when I wear makeup, it's really just that creative expression that is coming out for that almost allows that part of me to come out. So I've always been that way, but as I say, the elemental realm is not just about the dragons. It's the unicorns, the Pegasus. I don't even know what the plural for that is, but anyway, we'll leave that for another day. It's the mer people. It's the elves. It's the pixies, the wee folk, the fairies, the leprechauns. So the whole that is the elemental realm is all of those things as well as the dragons. So I'm delighted to be here in this space. For my birthday, I managed to find this beautiful, I've been looking for so long for some kind of fairy or elven, either like a tiara or a crown or something. And when I saw this one with all it's not so great in the light, but it's got beautiful purple stones, and I love all the butterflies and the vines, and I was like, oh my word, that is the one. We are going to do the unboxing today of the Fairy Oracle. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of an unboxing. So, without further ramblings from this fairy queen that sits in front of you here today, let's get on with the unboxing and then the reading. Fairies are magical beings who are guardians of the planet. They are the ultimate spiritual environmentalists. They wish for everyone to tune into their ancient wisdom. The 44 cards in this deck will guide you to connect with the fairy world to receive inspiration for your everyday life. Each reading will reveal positive and practical fairy insight, which is directly related to your own energy. Come and play with the fairies. I saw this lady on a little podcast, this Karen K, or Karen, I'm not sure how you say it. Sorry, in South Africa, they were always Karens, not Karens. But I saw her on a podcast with Radley Valentine, and as some of you may know, Radley Valentine he is the author or the creator of this deck, which is the Fairy Tarot that I have. So he is very much a believer in magic like I am. And I saw this lady, Karen Kay, on doing a video or podcast or something with him, and she was delightful, and that was her energy was what inspired me to get her deck, because I only have the Fairy Tarot, and then I have my one deck of dragon cards. You guys you know this deck, and this has also got a little bit of a fairy energy, but I don't really have any other sort of fairy decks. So I thought it was time to bring in a little bit more fairy magic into my world. And yeah, so I'm just trying to see if she's also got some of her own. There we go. Oh, there's a fairy ring spread and a fairy star, and oh, some very, very, very nice little spreads in there. So just undoing this, really, really pretty. On the back, we've got like a key with fairy wings and this beautiful flower. Really, really, really lovely energy. I love the pink. I love the playfulness. There's a very, very light energy to this deck. And the first card is the card that is on the box. So really, really cool. So that is abundance. Ask for help. Believe in magic. Celebration. Come together. Divination. Fairy spotting. Find balance. Flourish. Friendship. Go outside. Healing. What beautiful cards. Hidden depths. Hope. Inner child. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I think we'll be working a lot with this one, peeps. We all know how much our inner child is wanting to just come out and play at the moment. Inspiration. Oh, I love this. Oh, the fairy with the beautiful hair. Wow. Utterly magical. Life energy, light. Look in a book. Lost and found. She's got a beautiful cat next to her. Magical blessings. Magical gateway. Manifestation. Moderation. Moon energy. Motivation. Music. Nature's signs. New beginnings. Precious time. Protect your dreams. Protection. Wow, look at the color of these fairies. Pure intention, purity. Here we have a beautiful unicorn. Shine from within. This card very much speaks to me like the inner child one did. Beautiful. Solitude, stargazing, temptation, transformation, tree wisdom, wait for winter, wisdom, and wish wisely. What a gorgeous energy in this deck. I mean, it's so playful, it's so light, it's so magical. I'm sure you'll agree with me that for any of you out there that feel particularly connected to the fairies, I think that this is a deck that you would really enjoy. It is beautiful, and it has it's got a very, very light, playful, but magical energy to it. Really is absolutely gorgeous. So that is the Oracle of the Fairies. So I hope that you enjoyed that unboxing. I think it's a pretty magical deck. I can't wait to see what happens here today. I've looked through the book and I've decided that I'm going to do a spread called the Fairy Star. That might be my first card. I'm going to do the Fairy Star. It's seven cards in a Fairy Star. If any of you have worked with me before, you know that I often work with a seven-pointed star. We worked with it when we were doing the dragon work during April. And I love the elven, I love the elemental star. So I'm going to work with that reading. And what I have done is I haven't asked a question. I have asked for a message from the fairies in that I've asked them to tell us what they would like to tell us, what they'd like to share with us. And I'm obviously going to try and interpret those messages, um, sort of kind of using the spread, but not. And I'm going to try, and what I really want to do in this reading is I want to bring forth their energy and their messages into this realm, out of their realm and into this realm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, so I'm running out of space on my desk, so I'm just going to quickly just rearrange these so that we go. Okay. And just because I'm so excited to share off my brand new fairy crown, I haven't actually got my camera set up, so I'm just going to show you on camera here each card as it unfolds. So I hope you're as excited as I am. So let's see what the beautiful fairies have to tell us. Oh my. So this first card is meant to be you and the energy around you at this moment in time. And wow, I've got so many goosebumps. This card that is here is shine from within. I mean, I'm getting a little bit tearful. I just phew, okay. Looks are only skin deep, true beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. I just want you to absorb this card because when I came on before the unboxing, I was talking about how in the past 2 weeks I feel like the fairy part of me is starting to really come out as well. And this is a message for anybody watching this video. Shine from within. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how old you are. It is time. It is all of us are coming online. Now that these veils are thinning and we've been sort of energetically taking down these maybe a little bit of false control constructs that are around us that weren't entirely natural and organic to Gaia. This is why people are feeling uncomfortable because whatever is around them, whatever they think they are and who they are, is not them. The true self is now really starting to come online. And really, what we are is our light. And so if you don't shine that from within, well, that's really why you're here. You're all here to shine your light with the world. Sorry, to share your light with the world, to shine your light into the world, and to help others. Every time you shine your light, it helps others to remember their light. Because remember that the darkness is just light that has forgotten itself. This is this is such a beautiful message, and I love this. I love this. I love the energy of this card. I just want everybody out there, everybody who's in this reading, this is for you. And I want you to make a promise to yourself here in this moment that you are going to now shine from within. Consequences be damned. The fairies have a beautiful, beautiful, light, playful energy that really speaks to one's inner child. But they are also quite fierce and they don't take kindly to people that harm animals, harm the planet. They are nature's spirits. They are nature's guardians. So there is a fierceness that you can also tap into with the fairies, and there is a beautiful joy and a harmony The fairies just ignite your inner child. There is no way for your inner child to remain hidden when you play with the fairies. That's what they're telling me. Wow. Okay. Such a beautiful message. I hope you guys felt that because I did. Okay. Second card. I'm looking at the card before I see what the position is meant to be, like the question. Okay, so this is supposed to be the energy of the question you've asked or the general energy. And I just asked them to give us messages or tell us what they wanted us to know. And this card is hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Okay, so clearly the energy of this reading is for anybody out there who's feeling a little bit down, tired, weary. Are things ever going to change? How much longer is this going to last? This optimistic, what was it? Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. The message I get from that is to be very careful of what you are reading. What are you ingesting? And I'm not talking about just food. I'm talking about with social media and that. Start being more intentional with what you watch. Switch off the news. Remember that it's not bypassing what's going on out there, but we need to remember that we are creating what's going on out there. So when we feed that negative energy, it amplifies that negative energy. When we try and work more, go within, what can I do? How can I bring joy into my moment here right now? Because I can't control what's going on out there. That when I raise my vibration, automatically that helps the collective. It automatically helps to transmute some of that darkness out there. And the message here is really that there is hope. And we know there's hope. There's the rainbow. It's coming. There's still a little bit of haze in front of her, and you can see she's like trying to like kind of look through it, but it's there. It is there. Remember that what we're seeing also around us is not really all of our reality. Two physical eyes see less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. We only less than 1% of that is visible to our human eyes. So this is for anybody out there. This is obviously the energy of the reading is they have come in today to bring us all a little bit of hope and share their beautiful fairy magic with us. Mm, beautiful. Beautiful, peeps. Mm, okay. Interesting. The unconscious or conscious energy behind your question. Wow. Okay. So the message on this card is find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Mm. And so this speaks to me. It is all about balance. So it's that phrase, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, comes to mind. So if you find that you are, this path can be this spiritual path can be a little bit intense and hectic at times. And I really feel that's the beauty of the fairy energy. It's this play and this inner child and this taking your foot off the gas and taking yourself out of the seriousness. That whole thing about the dragons that I shared a little while ago, but when I shared the message from Rose, and then one of my clients shared with me that beautiful post from that French poet about have the seriousness of a child at play. This is what's coming in for me now is that if you're on your spiritual path and you're meditating and doing this and eating the right foods and all of this, it becomes a little bit serious. Every now and again, you just need to actually go and bloody play. Go roll around in the grass, go watch the clouds, go stare at the stars, eat a flipping bar of chocolate. It's all about the balance. I'm here to remind you, actually, the fairies are here to remind you through me. What's coming in is that you are not just a spiritual being, you are here in a physical body. And when you are here in a physical body, you are not just here to do spiritual work. You are here to embody that spirituality, but you're also here to play like a small human child. You're here to find the joy in everything like a human child. So, for anybody out there that's getting really, really bogged down by the spiritual work, it's time to get out your fairy wings, go put on a funky outfit, go dance, go sing. Doesn't matter if you can't sing. Tell everybody to piss off and go find your inner child. Find some balance, do something that brings you joy. Said with a little bit of fierceness, like only the fairies can do with all that joy. And sorry, I love it. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like she's maybe doing some spiritual work. She's got a book there, but she's not looking there. She's kind of just looking away, and it looks like she can see something utterly fabulous, and she's forgotten all about what it is all about the work that she's trying to do there. And look just how at peace she looks. Forget about the work. It's time to play. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, wow. Hmm. The energy of this card is quite beautiful. Any action that needs to be taken. Wow. These are my colors. Wow. Mm. So this card is wait for winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So this is meant to be any action that needs to be taken. Sorry, I'm aware that my light is not allowing you to see these cards properly. Um, so there is an energy here about patience. It's about trust. It's about surrendering again. It's about knowing that everything happens in divine timing. But at the same time, um, manifest your heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So maybe this is time to check. I'm not necessarily getting necessarily just intentions, but maybe you've changed along the way, and maybe what you thought you wanted, maybe you don't want anymore. So this is really looking at what your intentions are, what is it that you want, what is it that you desire. Check in with those in this pause moment. I'm getting almost like a hermit energy or a hanged man. So like pausing, going within, reflecting, but also maybe looking at things with a slightly different perspective because maybe you need new eyes to look at yourself now because you are no longer the old version of you and that it's okay. Take the time to do that. We don't need to barrel along at a million miles an hour. We know there's no time and space. We've been programmed to work very much on the clock and that. This is like, forget about this. But it's also beautiful because it's this fairy queen of winter is going to help you manifest your desires. So I'm almost the message that's really coming through with this one is that the fairies are here to help you manifest things. The fairies are here to help you really tune into your magic, what it is that you want to do. So this was kind of any action to be taken in this reading. And you can see why I love the colors of this card. I mean, it's all my colors. Maybe this is speaking to somebody out there. Beautiful cards. Okay, so this is meant to be any obstacles to be aware of. The card I've got here is solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Hmm. Yeah, so a lot of us feel like we're alone on this path and we are alone. But alone, if you just stick one more L in it and separate the ONE, it actually does mean all one. And it's interesting. It's an interesting word because it's like the truth is hidden in plain sight. Um, but this really is any obstacles to be aware of. So I guess what's really coming in is that you are never alone. You might be feeling alone as you come back more online, but it's just because that aloneness isn't necessarily you feeling more disconnected. It's because you are, there might be situations, events, people around you that no longer resonate. So it's almost like because what is outside of you appears to be drifting away and making you feel alone, what's really happening is that you've got more this connection coming in. And I don't know, what did I say in the beginning? That the truth is hidden in plain sight. Yeah, this is really speaking to me about the illusion of separation. And so if you are walking this path, to not fear the solitude or and don't you remember that you are not alone. You merely just I guess releasing the things that are no longer a part of you. And that can feel uncomfortable. But the solitude's important because the solitude is the only place you're going to find yourself. It's only when you quiet the noise from out there that you find out what is in here. This is your light. It's the real you. So I guess it's speaking to me about not not being afraid of the solitude. Don't see solitude as an obstacle, but and also don't allow you wanting to cling on to jobs, situations, people around you to be an obstacle almost on your path to finding out who you really are. I guess that's what's really coming in, and it's quite a beautiful message because sometimes we can fear losing those things, and then we don't even know who we are. But it's it's the only way to find yourself. You are the only one that can find you, and you are the only one that can allow all those things to start dropping away, all the things that you are not, all the things that you thought you were. I hope that's made sense. I know it's quite a convoluted message, but I hope that you feel the energy behind it. And remember, they're just telling me you are not alone because the fairies are all around you, the elementals are all around you, your teams are around you, your higher self. It's all there. We just can't see it. So forget about the illusion. Forget about what this looks like. Feel more into what it feels like, and the only place you can feel into that is in solitude. That's where you find yourself. Hmm. Wow. The next card is supposed to be your spiritual growth. You can't make this up, really. Wow. Okay, so I have the wisdom card here. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Hmm. Okay, so this inner work and this you coming online and you discovering who you really are is allows you to basically tap into all that wisdom that you have within you. Because remember, your soul is wise. Your higher self is wise. Your ancestors that came before you hold knowledge. Your ancestors, your spiritual team, whatever, they're all aspects of you. So your spiritual growth, for anybody that's in this reading, all of this stuff, bringing in the joy, and there is hope, and just finding balance, and just maybe pausing and looking at maybe what's changed for you, having the solitude, not fearing being alone. All of these things lead up to you, your spiritual growth while you're here, to tune into this inner wisdom. But then, because we're in the physical body, to embody that wisdom and to live it here as we share this human existence with this beautiful, beautiful soul that we call Gaia. That was the message they wanted me to share. We are here to embody the wisdom of our soul. Hmm. They're also telling me that that wisdom is not just from lifetimes here on earth, it's galactic wisdom as well. And that's why it's not just what we're doing here is not just for Gaia and for Earth and for humanity, but it ripples out into the cosmos. Interesting message. Okay, the final card. The possible outcome of your question, there may be other outcomes depending on your future actions within the current scenario. Okay, so this is just the possible outcome. As I said, my question was, what messages do the fairies have for us, and what magic do they have to share with us? And this is all connected. This all links to shining from within, finding balance, maybe checking how you've changed, having solitude, allowing that inner wisdom to come out. The card I have here is hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light. Oh my word. I mean, yeah. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know what's happened during the month of May. And I was just talking about at the beginning of this video about how I feel like my true self is revealing more of itself all the time. So something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. What have you got hiding in the depths of your soul? This is really the outcome. So this message is so beautiful from the fairies. But really what you're here to do is that shining from within. This is why, because it's this thing that is hiding, that is waiting to be unlocked. I'm being reminded of a message that some of you who chose the Pegasus pile from the Sacred Forest reading. This is that same energy. There is something there waiting to be unlocked, maybe something that has remained hidden until this particular time. The fairies are here to help you tap into that. That is your unique magic, your unique blueprint, your unique soul energy. That is what your light is. Something hidden is about to come to light. Don't you love it? I'm just pausing here. I'm looking down here. I don't know if you can see, like, it looks like she's kneeling in a river or something, but I feel almost like her dress is becoming roots, and she's in the water, but she's got rocks, there's grass behind her. There's a very earthy energy to this card, and I feel like there really is nothing to be afraid of if you're walking this path, because Gaia is also holding you. You know, Gaia and these elementals work together. They're all, they're all helping us on this journey. We are here because we answered the call of Gaia, and the fairies are telling me they're incredibly grateful for all of us who are thinking about our beautiful planet and our mother that is holding us as we walk through this experience in this physical vessel, in this plane, in this density. But really, there's, we're also part of Gaia. We're not separate. These roots, they tap into her. We are her. The fairies are us, your fairy energy. For anybody out there who's watching this video, I hope that this spoke to you like it did to me. What a beautiful way to welcome in the fairies, to unbox my deck. What's also so interesting, I just want to share is I was going to unbox this deck as one of the first decks, and then I chose to do the other two first. And I kept pulling out the fairy deck and then putting it down and then picking up the other one. And 2 days after I had done the reading, the unboxing of the Sacred Forest, my beautiful outfit arrived with all the, I mean, you can't really see it, but it's a beautiful like fairy type dress, and it's full of glitter and sparkles. As did my little tiara, crown, whatever you want to call it. And I realized when I opened the package, um, which was lovely, getting a package like 2 weeks after the birthday, I realized why I hadn't unboxed this deck first, because I needed all of this. So I hope that you have felt that energy. I hope that this reading was as magical for you as it was for me. And I really want you to call on the fairies. They're around. Every time you go out for a walk in nature, ask them to show themselves to you. And remember that even though you can't see them with your eyes, in the same way, sometimes we can't see the auroras and that, but then if we take pictures with our phones, and some people are taking these pictures where they just call to take a picture, and all of a sudden there's an orb, or there's something in the photograph. So when you go out in nature, just tune into that energy of the fairies. If you feel like, oh, I just need to take a picture. Even if you go, why am I taking a picture of that? It's a brick wall, or it's a whatever it is. If you're called to take a picture and then see what's in that picture. They're around, the veil is thinning, and this life is about to become much more magical than any of us ever dreamed of. So with that, thank you so much for sharing in this beautiful unboxing with me in this fairy magic. I'm absolutely delighted to be here, and I wish you all a magical weekend. And hopefully, this weekend you are going to go out and play with the fairies. Anyway, thank you so much for still being here. Thank you again for all your support, and I will be back soon with more videos. Thank you.